Hi, my name is Michael. I'm the founder of Create Space, and I'm joined by Eduardo Gutierrez, who is is that right? Not right?
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. That's a good one. Yeah.
Cut.
First blooper wasn't me. Yay.
Gutierrez.
I mean,
Gutierrez.
like Gutierrez.
Well, I've got Gonzalez written up here for some
The
reason.
thing is, yeah, it's always the thing here in the UK. In Colombia, we have two surnames. So what I did here is my surname is two words, but you can avoid the Gonzalez. That's my second. If you say Gutierrez, that's enough.
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, yeah. Okay. Or just Eduardo, if you want. Anyway, yeah.
Hi, my name's Michael. I'm the founder of Create Space, and we're here to talk about our upcoming workshop, What's My Purpose? I'm joined by Eduardo Gutierrez, who is our facilitator, and he's going to explain what you can expect coming up. So first of all, hello, Eduardo.
Hey, Michael.
Can you just tell us a bit about who you are?
Sure. So you just said my name. My name is Eduardo Gutierrez. I'm from Colombia. I'm currently based in the UK. I've been studying here in Oxford for the past year. I just finished my MST, and I'm about to start my doctoral studies in theology and philosophy. I think the workshop we're about to start is really interesting, and it connects with a passion that I have with philosophy and with peace building. It's been a recent discovery of mine, finding out how people can help out to solve conflicts, contribute to reconciliation. And yeah, that's basically what I want to do in life.
Awesome. So what kind of, you mentioned some of the inspirations there behind the workshop. Was there a particular concept or theory that kind of comes to mind?
Yes, absolutely. I think the core of it all is the idea of imagination and the way imagination can help us to change the way we see things, the stories we tell about ourselves and the world. There's an author called John Paul Lederach, who's an authority in peace building around the world. He's an emeritus professor from the University of Notre Dame in the US. And his idea of moral imagination is basically the core of the workshop that we're going to work on. Yeah.
And how does that link to purpose? Because a lot of people are, at crossroads now in their lives where they've had to face certain challenges over the past 9 months. And I guess there's opportunities to change and transform right now. And it's probably a bit scary for people. And they're wanting to know, like, what do I follow really? What's my gut instinct, or what does life hold in store for me? How does the Lederach theory influence purpose? And
okay, yeah, sure. I think Lederach has a fascinating point of view, and he works from a very particular perspective because he's been out in the field for years, and after that he's been reflecting on the ways in which a conflict can come to an end, and how you can bridge people that are enemies and political parties and groups. So there are very specific historical moments where there's a lot of conflict and a lot of questions, and that's where the moral imagination comes in. I think there is something similar to what you've just described. When there's this virus going on, when the year's about to end, and you have a lot of questions like, what am I going to do with my life? You might end up realizing that you have a lot of questions to ask that you want to answer. Maybe conflicts with your own self or with your past or with the story that you tell yourself. And I think that is the key aspect of it all. If we use those strategies that Lederach describes in a more political sphere and maybe explore, how can this help me? How can this allow me to have a different narrative, a different story about myself? Does that help me to project with more peace into the future? That's what this is all about.
Okay. And what are the key themes that we're going to explore to uncover some of those questions or challenge some of those beliefs?
So Lederach talks about 4 disciplines or 4 key ideas that are sort of like the prerequisites for a moral imagination to actually work in conflict resolution. I'm just going to briefly mention them. The first is the central role of relationships. The second one is paradoxical curiosity. The third is space for creativity. and the fourth is will to risk. Some of those might sound like weird, but they're very simple but very powerful ideas, and I think they're very useful. When he talks about relationships, it's basically understanding that no human being is an island, and we have links with our past, with our present, with the future, with our families, with our environment, and those sort of mapping out those different relationships is really important to know where we are standing and maybe make sense of why are we walking in a specific direction, or the other way around. What would that purpose be? What am I aiming towards? And that map of relationships is vital. Paradoxical curiosity talks about a very particular ability to ask about things that we don't know about. So we've done things in a certain way, and we ask ourselves, well, is there another way? What can I learn from other people? If I change this idea in my mind, will I find an answer? The thing is, sometimes we're afraid to be curious. So opening a space of curiosity is hard, it's difficult, but it's a very powerful tool. In terms of creativity, well, of course, once you've opened up that space, you need to say, well, I need to explore, I need to go out into the field. Sometimes it happens that we have very valuable, very important ideas or dreams, and we just put them aside because we're afraid, or because we don't find the space where we can work on them, or we don't find the people that we can share them with. So again, opening a space to be creative is important, to take a risk of trying new stuff. And at the same time, having the will to risk. It's not easy to change our story. It's not easy to tell people, maybe it's not like I was wrong, but I've changed, I've grown in this and this ways. But at the end, I think it's a key part of the whole inner peace, inner tranquility that we've been talking about. I mean, when you talk about purpose, an objective, a dream, something that you strive to achieve, well, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. That was quite a lot of information there. Thank you, Eduardo. We'll go a slightly, slower pace on the actual workshop, and there'll be obviously a lot of opportunity for people to question into what you're saying. We're going to be breaking up each of these workshops with some guest speakers who are going to be coming in. We've got some mindful breathing, and we're also going to be doing some kind of breakouts and group discussions as well. So it's going to be a great opportunity to not only hear from the speakers, but from other participants as well. Yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.
See you there. Thank you.